Affiliate Marketing Mastery, Strategies for Success.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Bhavesh Bharti. I will be the moderator for today's panel, and we'll be talking about affiliates and the power that comes with it. So it's lunchtime, so I won't keep you guys too long. We will go through a quick intro, each of us, and then we'll go to the questions. I've been an operator. I've worked in the marketing field for the Southeast Asian market for about 16 years now. And I was asked to come and moderate this panel of wonderful, wonderful experts as I got to know them earlier. So let's begin. Leslie and then Carl and Max. So, Maxim.
Max is fine.
Then let's have a quick intro.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Leslie, and I have partnerships at ChargeBlast. So we're a fintech based in New York, and we help over 4,000 active merchants to prevent chargebacks. And that translates into over $4 billion in annual transaction volume globally. So we're really excited to be here and share more practices on how we help folks in the affiliate marketing field to prevent their chargebacks.
Hello, I'm Carl, CEO at Gig Rewards. So we partner with local telcos to launch and operate a rewards platform. So what's unique about us is the rewards in our platform are all telco products. And it's a very strong incentive for users. We're currently in Philippines and South Africa.
I'm Maxim. Hi, everyone. I'm head of affiliates at Parimatch.
All right, cool. Thank you for your introduction. So as just let everyone know, we have one B2C and we have two B2B people. So you basically can learn, I would say, from A to Z about how to improve your affiliate networks, improve your traffic, and how to also change those into better conversions, hence more money in your pocket. So let's start with acquisitions. So in today's market, traffic is always very saturated. There's all different types of affiliates out there, and also leads as well to get more business and more revenue. How do you actually would identify all of these partners? So I would like to go to Maxim first. And then, so you as a B2C, you're head of affiliates. What kind of strategies do you actually use that would help you find and maintain loyal affiliates who are giving you very, very good traffic? And do you sometimes, because you say you work globally, do you sometimes have issues with these affiliates in terms of compliance and regulations as well?
Okay, thank you for the question. Yes, I know that some brands on the market build such strict funnels, let's say, when they set a lot of filters and a lot of premoderation, and it takes like 1 month to pass this premoderation. After that, you need 1 month to sign the IO. And we act in an opposite way. We have a dedicated team that try to launch as many affiliates as possible. And we are not like hunting new affiliates because we built a brand, strong brands, and most of our affiliates come to us. We have around, let's say, 100 new affiliates launched per month, and the general database is huge, much bigger than that. So yes, we try to test as many traffic sources as we can. We are looking for diversification. And in terms of compliance and KYC, to be honest, almost, let's say, 90% of our affiliates didn't sign the IO with us, any agreements, any documents. It's like, because of the brand on our side, like it's a trustworthy brand on our side, and my affiliate managers, they know like they have some template to discuss specific points, and there won't be any misunderstanding after that. So yeah, everything based on the trustworthy and without strict legal agreements, strict process. Yeah.
So basically, because you're a very big brand, affiliates come to you every day, so you would literally have no issue at all finding new affiliates. That's very nice.
Yeah, like it's our strategy, like to test as much as we can. Yes. So we're not picking one specific SEO affiliate. You need to get like the list of your traffic sources. Like you know about affiliate marketing. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's get your link. And after that, we have like a process to manage these, like to detect bad affiliates. affiliates, but after that, after they already launch the traffic. Yeah.
All right, cool. So Max is B2C, now B2B. Leslie, you worked in partnerships together with payment providers to prevent chargebacks. So obviously you don't really rely on affiliates like Maxim. Then how do you actually go out and acquire good leads for Charge Blast?
Yeah, that's a great question. So for us, we really strategize this around our merchants. So for over 4,000 merchants, a lot of them are operators who use a lot of affiliate marketing. And we try to see which payment providers are they using, what orchestration platforms are they using. So I was talking to Maxim before this talk, and he shared that they're using 4 different payment providers. So those are the information we structure around our partnerships. We'll usually approach the folks who have the most shared customer base as us and who really prioritize their technologies. Because we're definitely very tech forward, and we want to make sure to work with the folks who can accomplish technology integrations and really make it a plug and play for chargeback prevention in terms of operators' needs.
Okay, thank you for that. Carl, so like Gig Rewards, you're more of a rewards platform. I'm sure some people may not quite understand what Gig Rewards is. I honestly didn't quite understand in the beginning. So could you just very briefly tell us what Gig Rewards can actually help in terms of operators and everyone? And also how you would actually go and find more affiliates or leads to give you more traffic, hence more conversion?
Yeah, so Gig Rewards is, as its name says, right, it's a rewards platform. But our specialty is we partner with local telcos, and they supply us with airtime products. Right, so our entire reward store is basically just filled with local telcos, airtime, data packages, 5G and SMS packages, right? So in a market like Philippines or South Africa, the airtime credits are as good as currency, right? Because, for example, in the Philippines, 97% of the population is still on prepaid. So this serves as a really strong incentive for users on our platform to accomplish the quests, or as we call them, the gigs on the platform, and then to get rewarded. So this, in turn, for our partners, it means a really high completion rate and a very high ROI for their campaigns.
So in other words, you are gamification. Your gamification, instead of giving bonuses and additional casino credits, you're giving airtime.
Airtime, yeah, which are as good as the local currency. So the best type of campaigns on our platform are those that have an instant reward, right? Instant reward that is tied to a very simple and easy gamification task. So it could be anything like an app download, for iGaming, it could be a first-time deposit on the platform. So these are highly incentivized users who would accomplish these quests.
Okay, then let me just follow up on that. So how you are going out to help iGaming operators or any of your clients to get more users in. What, in your opinion, for especially seeing the Sigma, iGaming operators, what kind of performance or what kind of marketing setups or what kind of strategies that you have seen that has been really, really good, that has been successful on your on Gig Rewards that perhaps you could share with some people?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. So based on our experience, if you just set up a simple quest on the platform, it's not usually that effective because users would just come and they would farm the platform. They would just try to get the reward and not come back, which is not a really a good ROI for our partners. So what we usually do in terms of best practices is we would cut the user journey into multiple steps and set up quests for those steps. So it could be stage 1, registration, stage 2, first-time deposit, and then even later on, it could go into retention strategies like, you have to play 4 times within the next 10 days, right? So these are gamification that would guarantee that users are not just farming the platform, but they would actually come back to play the game and also get rewarded.
All right. So talking about user journeys, that is being very important. On to you, Maxime. When your affiliates bring in traffic and players, everything, how do you actually convert this traffic into depositing players and keeping them loyal and increasing their LTVs?
For sure, media buying teams, like we're talking about different traffic sources, and for example, media buying teams, they always look for a shorter funnel, as short as possible. And for example, our competitors on the market, they built one-click funnel with phone number registration. It's really short, really quick. But affiliate marketing is always about searching the balance between EPC of the affiliate and ROI for the operator. That's why shorter funnel gives you lower quality. So you always need to balance to play with this. And also, it also depends on the region, because we have a product in Japan, and there, according to Hotjar data, we see that players spend a lot of time reading all the manuals, all the instructions that we provide them, and it's like a part of their mindset, and this is how they build the trust for this brand. And for sure, the technical part, we move into Asian market in terms of operation, and that's why we are moving all our technical infrastructure, all our service, moving to this region just to get the best speed, the best performance for the end user, the end player. Actually, that's what we do.
Okay, so both Carl and Max is improving the user journey on getting players and users to convert as fast as possible. However, for you, Leslie, it's a bit more different because you work with operators and other B2B companies as well. How do you, in your view, how would you see a successful conversion, or how do you actually track the success that with you working with your partners?
So that's a great question. A lot of things that we do really comes down to first, like a really good due diligence process to make sure our technology matches. So we work with a lot of processors who are very specialized in the gaming industry, such as WorldPay, Checkout.com, Phoenix, Authorize.net, etc. And then the second thing is that we want to make sure that we build very high-touch interaction with our partners. So for my top partners, I make sure that we have like a shared channel on Slack or like group chat. So for any kind of enterprise merchants that they send our way, we'll be able to provide a lot of visibility on the progress. And also third, I would say like we have a really good automated system when it comes to tracking payouts. So you want to make sure people who work with you get paid properly. And that's very key of running B2B partnerships. And that's something we do really well as well. So I think when it comes down to tracking, technology like in CRM and high-touch interaction are huge parts.
Okay, thank you. And then speaking about tracking, we all know the power of social media right now in terms of influencers on TikTok and all of that. How does your company, do you guys work as well with social media, and how do you actually utilize it to get you obviously more clients and more partners as well?
Yeah, so we actually get pitched a lot by different marketing agencies who want to make sure they provide traffic for us, that we actually build up an in-house marketing team that are really stellar, who produce a lot of content. So for folks who are here, I'm actually really curious, how many of you guys are operators in the gaming field? Raise your hand if you are. Okay, one here. And then what about payment providers? Do any of you work in payments? Oh, excellent. And then is anyone who are looking for a payment provider in the field? Okay, great. So I know who I want to talk to off the stage. But based on your question, I think what we do really well is that we want to make sure where are the decision makers looking at who work with us, right? So those are the channels we focus the most. For example, LinkedIn is really great. It's like very old school per some's perspective, but it's very effective. When we produce content, when it comes to like the new updated visa risk programs, we produce a lot of articles that gather attention from our partners and decision makers. And we also do a lot of blogs that share like a lot of payments advisory to our merchants. So those are how we usually like generate marketing traction rather than working with like someone outsourced, because now we have the resources and the power to actually work with a team that generate really customized contents for us and also our partners.
And also you have more control over it as well, what content. And obviously, being in-house, if anyone doesn't do a good job, you can just fire them. So that's a lot more
Luckily,
easier.
we don't have that problem, but yes.
Okay. And then, sorry, Carl. You work with multiple clients, and each region, each country has different social media platforms that are more popular, and obviously there are a lot of regulations and terms and conditions as well. How do you work with that to improve, to help your clients and you as well to improve your numbers, I guess?
Yeah, I think it boils down to tracking everything properly, right? So affiliate marketing is also, it boils down to performance marketing in a way, right? So we track everything. As I shared earlier, we would cut the user journey into multiple stages at strategic points for the user to keep coming back, to make sure that they do major conversion actions in the entire journey. And we actually work directly with operators to do a direct integration. So this ensures that the entire user journey is tracked. It all boils down to a user profile and also a telco ID that is transparently shared with operators. So I think that's a very important key. And if it's like offline conversions, right? So we adopt we call it a hybrid approach, where we would ask the users to either, let's say if it's an offline campaign, right? We would ask the users to take a selfie or take a screenshot, upload it to the platform, and then we would verify it with AI, with the help of AI. So that's the hybrid approach to make sure that even for offline campaigns, things are getting tracked properly, attributed to the same user, and then everything is transparently shared with our partners.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of interesting, doing offline and then asking them to just take a selfie. I think that's actually very, very cool. It works very, very well in a lot of markets and in a lot of industries. However, it may not work for Maxime. In certain countries, iGaming is a bit of a taboo. So how do you work with social media and influencers, everything? Because obviously there are, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of restrictions and all of that.
Yep, we have, in Parimatch, we have dedicated department working with influencers. It could be some, our in-house managers who outreach those guys. And also we have a specific department working with agencies, with influence agencies. And to be honest, I know theories that affiliates, they're more about money, about marketing strategies, about numbers, I meant. And influencers more about emotions, about excitement. But the truth is that you need to really control this area. You need specific manager who control this streamer. And actually, for us, it's like a tough routine. We just keep outreaching, keep testing. A lot of fraud, a lot of incentivized traffic. So the truth is that it's really a tough way to get traffic. But it's if you find that specific influencer, specific streamer, it's really profitable. But it's a really tough job, and all you need is control. Like if you don't control them, like you can provide them with a specific promo, and the guy at the specific time should sit at this stream and check if he set this promo to his audience. So it's really tough area.
Yeah, it's a tough job. It's a tough job.
Yeah, tough job.
You need people. So we are almost at the end of our panel. Before we say goodbye, are there any questions from the audience? Please do not be shy. You can ask any of the experts here. I'm sure they will be more than happy to share. And remember, if you ask any questions now, they're not going to invoice you. Once they get off stage, they will invoice you. So ask questions now. Are there no questions? Is everybody really shy? Okay, then in that case, seeing that we're already almost pretty much out of time, I'd like to thank my panel for sharing their insights in today's panel, into their respective industries and also the businesses as well. But if you have any other further questions, please do not hesitate to swarm them and ask them and pull them aside. I'm also available if you just want to chat. So thank you very much, Leslie, Carl, and Max.
Thank
you
you
everyone
very
for
much
listening. indeed.
Thank you, Bob.